What's going on, everybody? This is Professor Crypto Banana, and as you can tell by the caption, it's time for another episode of Rapid Fire Alpha. Oh yeah, I'm going to be focusing on the Fantom side. There is so much that's going on. Headliners and alpha that I think I picked up on Twitter. I'm putting the puzzle pieces together. However, there's just so much information that I need to process and learn and do a deep dive. I don't necessarily have the time to do all of that. However, I don't want to just be sitting on this information not sharing. So my compromise is I'm going to display everything that I know, just put it all out there, put links in the description, then whatever captures your interest, feel free to do a deep dive on your own. Sound fair? I think that sounds fair. So before I get started, gotta let you know, hey, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not even a crypto expert, so I could be getting things wrong, could be misinterpreting, could be missing out on stuff. I don't know, but I'm going along this journey, growing with you guys, so I'm just excited to share with you what I got. Also, keep in mind that crypto is risky. So we good on that? I think we good on that. Let's get going. So Bitcoin seems to be recovering. That's nice because when Bitcoin is going up and doing well with the market, other altcoins also benefit. Let's keep that music going, right? So let's take a look at this. Professor, what is all those purple lines? It's sci-fi. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, that's how I do technical analysis. Deal with it as like the sunglasses come down over my eyes and I'm a meme. All right. Either ways, so this seems to be an important trend line. If we break through that, I'm like, ooh, that's looking real good. This seems to be a line of support, and that's just how I do it. Either ways, not important. We didn't come here for the technical analysis. We came here for that rapid fire. So what I'm looking at is, man, I like Spell. It's on the Fantom side and on different chains as well. I think it's undervalued based on different metrics. Can take a look at Twitter on how they discuss it from all-time highs, etc. However, I just think that it is undervalued based on the revenue that they can generate and Daniele, what he's trying to do and push forward, etc. So just take a look at that because I'm like, man, and you can get it on Fantom, low gas fees, etc. Popsicle Finance, ranked number 343, but based on what they're doing with yield optimizing, especially with Uniswap version 3, and they haven't even gone full, like, take off the training wheels. They just did more of like a smaller section just to test it out, make sure everything's really good. That's how I'm interpreting it, but they're collecting a lot of revenue, very profitable. So and then they're rewarding the token holders in the form of like ICE, NICE, all that staking stuff. So again, you can get that on Fantom, and taking a look at the price action on where it reaches high to where it is now, I'm just... Certain things are in rotation, right? It could be the flavor of the week of TOMB forks or NFTs, etc. I'm like, well, I don't want to necessarily jump into something that's super high pumped. I'm looking at something that is at discount that I think it has great utility, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, could definitely be bumping. So one thing to keep in mind is Daniele, right? He's kind of like the guy behind DeFi 2.0 and all these projects that really synergize well. It seems that some quote-unquote suits, meaning probably institutions or groups that really want to profit off of this, they saw great opportunities to liquidate people off of Spell. So maybe some holders are really bullish on Spell. They're borrowing some money, more than they can afford to lose, or just in general, just borrowing money and betting that the price will go up. And some people are seeing that and taking advantage of it and making it go the opposite way and flushing out that funds. That's how I'm interpreting it. Daniele saw that and said, you know what? No, screw you guys. I'm going to put down a ton of my own money to buy it up and lock it away because I am that bullish on what I'm doing and for the community. So I thought that was extremely cool. Check out the Twitter. So that's very bullish, especially what Daniele is going to be doing in terms of having Spell and MIM be across different blockchains such as Solana, Moonriver, etc. So I see that kind of like repeating where they have MIM, which is a stable coin, is more on different chains, and then more people that get into MIM and are depositing on Abracadabra. I think that's generating revenue, etc. It's got utility, can be able to borrow against it, especially different types of assets that you can't normally do. So if that's generating a lot of revenue, has utility, different blockchains, and it's increasing, because dude, take a look at MIM. It's what is it? Number 62. So if this has any indication as to how healthy the project is, I think about it that way. But I could be wrong. Another one to look at is Spirit Swap. They're doing a lot of utility. They are innovating a lot. They're doing a lot of work. Daniele, just mentioned Daniele earlier, he stated that he owns a big bag of Spirit. What probably will happen is that you can get Spirit LP tokens or whatever and then be able to borrow against that in Abracadabra money. It's already happening with Joe, which is a decentralized exchange on the Avalanche side. However, I'm taking a look at it, and assuming that funds are cycling from Avalanche due to the higher gas fees down to Fantom, I'm looking at it, and certain projects are pumping on Fantom, but Spirit, you take a look at that, man, it's really flatlined right here. I'm wondering if it hit a bomb, is going to bounce back up. Could be a good play. I don't know. Take a look at it, do more research on it, but I'm really liking it. Second biggest decentralized exchange out on the Fantom ecosystem. Again, they're innovative. They really are developing and partnering up with a lot of different projects, etc. So definitely something to take a look at. Liquid Driver. Now this one's more of a not on a lot of people's radar. You can even see right here, and you can see from the price, the market can move a lot. It used to be at 1280 at its all-time high, now at 440. But they are integrated with Spirit Swap. They're doing a lot with them. They're even looking to do different blockchains. It's more of a farming token, but I think they are profitable in what they do. They seem to be innovative as well. So take a look at their side. Let's see here. So you can see a market cap really low, 11 million. So this thing can jump real quick. It goes 0 to 100 real quick. All right. So you can see the price right there. And what makes it special, because farming tokens kind of like but apparently they can generate a lot of revenue. They seem to be innovative as well. And for example, with Liquid Spirit, so probably one issue with Spirit Swap is that you get the Spirit token, and in order to get a lot of great rewards from it, you gotta lock it up for a long time. However, there's kind of like the idea that you can convert it to LINSPIRIT and lock it up, get great rewards off of it, but then you can always go back and swap it for Spirit and then sell it. So then you get the great rewards and not have to lock up. Okay, cool. Now, again, do your research, do more investigating on it. How's that possible? It's like you can go into LINSPIRIT, take your Spirit, convert it to LINSPIRIT. It's a permanent process, can't get it back, but you can always swap your LINSPIRIT for regular Spirit. Should be close to 1-to-1, maybe it's not always exactly. Keep that in mind, but then that's how you get kind of like this right here. And then you can get good yields for being liquidity provider, where it should hopefully be matched, equal, and then you're able to get like 115% APR. And then this would come in the form of Liquid Driver. You can also stake this on the Spirit Swap side, etc. Supposed to be rapid fire. Let's go. So you can stake your Liquid Driver tokens here, and if you do probably like the 2 years max, then you can get like Liquid Driver tokens, and like this 248% will get split into Liquid Driver, Fantom, Boo, Spirit, Waka, and Spell. Quite nice. However, your reward rate decreases over time, so you kind of gotta, to get the best rewards, you most likely have to take your Liquid Driver tokens and redeposit it, and then that way, I don't know, that could be an interesting play, right? You get your Liquid Driver tokens, boom, you redeposit it, boom, and then in the meantime, these are just kind of side bonuses as you go along. So your bankroll increases, and then you get extra in this form, and that's how you get rewarded. I don't know, maybe you just sell these, and then you put even more to Liquid Driver. I don't know, you do you. What's kind of interesting is they looking to be cross blockchain as well. A lot of different things going on with that. Can follow Root Dubs. He seems to be very bullish on it. Talks about it as well. Again, look at the Twitter documentation. Let's go. Fantom Starter. You know what? We're at 8 minutes. I'm going to go faster. Here we go. Fantom Starter. There's LaunchPads, right? So if you want to get into projects that are looking to get funded and they're looking to do more of a private sale, boom, US side can't do it. However, I can still get the tokens. And yes, maybe some people are priced out, so they can't necessarily get in on the private sale of certain things. However, I see that a lot of whales and bigger wallets are going to want to do that because they know that they can make a lot of profit off of getting in on projects really, really early. And Fantom Starter seems to be the go-to place for a launchpad on the Fantom side. So Fantom is, let's say, currently number 40 in the rank, yet the rank of this project is 1300. Like, what? So I'm bullish on Fantom, and therefore I think that they're doing a lot. In fact, they just came out with, let's see here, one for Moda. So I'm big into music and cryptocurrency going to revolutionize the whole music industry. So Moda seems to be one of those plays. They also, Fantom Starter did another one with Dex Browser. Haven't looked at it, don't know. So some of these projects, it's nice to see Fantom Starter starting to get the ball rolling, right? And probably as more projects come along, that's great. Fantom Starter is also looking to go to different blockchains, so I think it's a great value. Anyways, moving forward, I'm taking a look at Spartacus. Yes, so this is an ohm fork. So some people can say like, ohm forks. Not sure. However, I like the idea that they're going to be doing a clone of Abracadabra Money. I think they're going to bring a lot of accessibility to be able to borrow against certain tokens, and like such as Wrap Memo, being able to leverage up on that. I think that's really great on the Fantom side, because as of right now, I look at Abracadabra Money, there's not a lot that you can do in terms of the Fantom side. Feel a little neglected. Spartacus seems to be that they're going to be doing that. I actually mentioned it in one of my videos. RektFoodFarmer, kudos to him. He was able to like pick up on that and drop down some information. They're also going to be doing an airdrop. So something to keep in mind, take a look at their Discord. Maybe it's not exactly clear, but I guess if you stake your Spartacus token, etc., you can get some of that. So take a look. I think it's really interesting. It's coming out with Spartacadabra Money. Something to keep in mind, especially with like leveraging your Wrap Memo, etc. So take a look at that. Woo! Anything else to look at? Yeah, I'll be talking about some of this information as well. Let's get going. So, Scarecrow Finance, they seem to be giving out like high amount of yield and rewards. However, their token sometimes takes a hit because it's a farming token. However, they just came out with a layer 2 solution for their, it's called Raven. So I think layer 1 is Scarecrow, level 2 is Raven. I think it just came out, so it's really fresh. High APR, which high APR means could dump. However, what they're planning on doing is the fact that you can stake your Raven, and then you can get Spell. It's coming out in the next 21 hours, so that's really interesting, right? So even though Spell could be tanking, or not Spell, Raven could be tanking due to the high supply, you can still utilize that to get some Spell. Not sure. They got a lot of interesting pools over here that you can get into. You can even get into single-sided, so you can deposit your ICE, your Wrap Memo, and then guess what? You get some Raven. But there is a deposit fee on some of these, so keep in mind of that. And yeah, so then you get like the Raven token. Some people could be dumping it. Not sure, but then maybe some people will be coming in as soon as this pool goes live. I don't know. What's interesting play is also Grim Finance, because what you can do is then you can auto compound, it goes against Raven. So the natural idea is like, well, okay, fine. I'm collecting Raven tokens, I guess, if I deposit here in Grim Finance and uses it. No, because I think what happens is Grim Finance, they take the token that you provide, so in this case, ICE, and then what they do is they will go over to Raven, and because it uses Raven, and they will sell the Raven token as the reward, and then get ICE, and then redeposit it, so you're auto-compounding ICE, which is different than if you're to go on the Scarecrow site, etc. So, something to keep in mind, there is a 2.4 deposit fee, so always look at the daily. If it's worth it, calculate that. And, I'm not sure if there's, what's going to happen with Raven in terms of price in the near term, and, if there's any vulnerabilities since it's brand new. I don't know. Do your own research. Keep in mind, could be risky, but very interesting play. In addition, the Raven token, see right here, 14% daily. It's like, holy shoot. But again, come in and let's say you got MIM, which is a stable coin, $1, and you can get 0.17% daily. That is really, really lucrative. So something to keep in mind. Take a look at that. What else? Miles Ducher. I'm probably mispronouncing that. It's kind of interesting. Dude's got 2,600 followers, and he's making a case for why he's accumulating Spell and what he likes about it. I also think he's more focused on the Fantom side as well, so it's interesting to see how people are converting over and giving their mindset as to why they're doing that. RektFoodFarmer, he talks about, okay, what if you don't have a big bag, just in general, you're not a whale, what can you do? And he talks about, hey, why don't you just try to take a look at certain protocols and interact with it to get the token airdrop to you. Now, on the Ethereum side, I don't know about that, but if it's on the Fantom side, gas fees are really cheap. I think it's really worth it. So he talks about DeFi Llama. In fact, he just came out with a video not too long ago about 5 potential farmable airdrops on the Fantom network. So seems to be a major thing that he's talking about. I need to do that because why not? Gas fees super cheap. Can come over here, go over to airdrops. Talks about tokenless protocols that may not have an airdrop. You sort by the chain and you can see like Fantom. do different interactions. So again, check out those videos and I don't know, maybe get lucky. Flavor of the day seems to be TOMB.FINANCE. Oh my goodness. So in the past, there was like an exploit, or it just got depegged, and man, that thing just tanked in value, and people are like, no more, not touching this. However, Harry, he's a big person on the Fantom side, heading it, big financial dude. He said, all right, I'll take over, I'll be watching over it, boom. And you can see that increased in value, but as time progressed, seems that TOMB.FINANCE is going even further. You can get TOMB, T-shares, a little bit complicated. It's not an own fork, it's just something different, and I think it's really interesting. So take a look at that. Keep in mind that when things pump up in price, then it's a little bit in terms of rewards due to risk of it dropping. Something to keep in mind. However, it seems to be catching a lot of people's attention. And one thing that you can do is go to GrimFinance again, and they got interesting strategies here. Okay. Because for example, you could. It seems to be like an interesting rotation. I'll give a video here, somebody that explains it. What's the difference between TOMB, T-shares, and providing liquidity, and how that all rotates. So you can check out that video. But here you can essentially give the liquidity provider tokens for TOMB and Fantom, get 0.75% yield, and 40% of that rewards goes to the masonry. Oh, I should note with GrimFinance, they also take like a cut. So, they do the auto compounding, which is really nice because the more it auto compounds, that's really good. But some people make the case that, like, well, if Grim is going to be taking some of the profits from the rewards that you're auto compounding, is it really worth it? Could you do it manually, etc.? I don't know. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Do your research on that. But either ways, yeah. So you got the 60-40 strategy, so 40% of your rewards go to the T-share, and the T-share auto compounds. You can only unlock it at a certain amount of time, but you get 1.27%. And then you can go from there, or you can just focus on, let's say, depositing straight to the T-share, or you could just stick to just TOMB and Fantom and just get it that way. I don't know. Take a look. What's also, so this is the video. This guy, DeFi Daily. So like DeFi Daily, there's another person I did a collaboration video with. Check out his stuff as well. There's also this DeFi Daily, and he does an explanation about TOMB.FINANCE. So take a look at that, because why should I explain it if he can do a great job? But if people think that I can do better and go more into detail, okay, I'll take a look. It did capture the attention of Taiki. I probably stated that wrong, but you can see here, Harry, he's big on the Fantom side, etc. And then Taiki, he mentioned like, hey, he wants to understand TOMB. And Taiki, man, he's got a big following, especially on YouTube, kind of like 60,000, 70,000 subscribers. A lot of people follow him to learn how to yield farm, etc. So if he's taking attention to TOMB.FINANCE, and I'm like, okay, all right, I see you. So maybe he gets in, he understands it, makes a video, tells other people about it. Drake on Digital also caught his attention, right, on November 24th. And Drake on Digital got like 30,000 YouTube subscribers. So take a look at that. Harry Ye, the man, the myth, the legend. So you can check out his Twitter, just how he talks about TOMB.FINANCE and where it's going and how it's getting a lot of attention, a lot of followers, etc. And he is going to be doing a presentation, or maybe talking at the North American Bitcoin Conference. I don't know how big this conference is. However, the fact that it's a Bitcoin conference and he's a person that apparently maybe is doing good in quantum fintech group and maybe in the business side, he's helping out with the business side, and then also on the Fantom side, going to a Bitcoin conference, can network, talk to people about the Fantom side. Really interesting. People are liking Fantom because of the lower gas fees, and they say, guess what? Like, even though maybe it can go up a little bit if it's high congestion in comparison to what Avalanche is doing, it's way better technology, etc. Now, some people are probably going to knock me and say, no. Avalanche is their bay. Hey, I'm rooting for everybody and every project, but just letting you know the information. So here on the Bitcoin conference, it's going to be happening in Miami, 21 days. And let's see here. Oh, I got to give a thank you to Meursault. Got a Discord server and doing a lot of communication. I just type up a lot, and he gives me some of these good videos. So some of this information that I'm presenting to you is actually provided by him. He's like, yo, check out this video. Here you go, etc. So take a look at our Discord server. I should say my Discord server, but he provides so much information there, so I don't know, it could be ours. Take a look, and I'll leave a link in the description. So yeah, thank you, dude, for all the information that you provide. And in addition, why am I over here? I don't know. I got apparently a Twitter page. People like Route2Fi. He's taking a look at what is it? At Fantom. There's multi-chain coming up. I'm personally not a fan because, man, I would just rather hold on to my portfolio and balance it, not necessarily risk it, especially if I don't know the team, the communities. But on the Ethereum side, that's great, but there's a lot of forks that are happening off of the multi-chain, so just be a little bit weary of that. What else? Oh yeah, so Danny Fantom, he's beloved by a lot of people on the Fantom side. They follow him just for the alpha, and a lot of people were looking at FortKnox, and he was backing it, but now he took a step back saying, he's no longer supporting it at this time, so something to keep in mind. All right, I think that's everything. Let me see how we're doing on time. 20 minutes. Okay, that is all the alpha that I got. Hopefully that helps out. Links in the description. It's snowing outside. It's Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.